Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're at in the globe today. Good morning, Ben. Hope everyone had a safe 4th of July. Do you have all your fingers? There's a lot of criticism on me. There a lot of people didn't think I was going to keep all my fingers this year, but we did. We had an awesome 4th of July down in Long Beach. Did a Long Beach special last weekend. It was a lot of fun. Got a lot of feedback and questions about Long Beach, about those listings. We're going to be recording 2 videos this weekend to add to the YouTube channel. One, we're going to be walking through the house that we featured that backed up to the cranberry box. We're going to be featuring that one, walking through it, talking with Randall, the owner and the contractor that built that home. Good morning, Diana. Good morning, Uva. And then the second one, in fact, Uva recommended this one. He wanted a walkthrough on where I film when we're down on the beach. So we're at what we like to call Wilbur's bar, which Wilbur was my very first bird dog. He was very loved. If you knew me back then and you ever came into my office, he was usually there laying by my side, by my desk. So we're gonna do a video walkthrough kind of before and after and what I did to convert this garage into a bar / streaming studio. All right, let's dive right into it. Let's go through some statistics. Been a very interesting week. Interest rates have dropped pretty dramatically. We're going to cover that. Let's start with what Gavin always sends over. Gavin over at Berkshire Hathaway every week sends me over some market statistics. And we're very excited about these statistics because last week was a holiday weekend. 4th of July was on Thursday. And last week we talked about how is that going to impact the buying market, right? Holiday weekends are weird. You either see numbers increase dramatically because people have time off and they're out shopping. It was absolutely gorgeous last weekend. Or you see shoppers take a break, and that's what we saw. Okay, so what we're looking at here is lockbox activity. So anytime a real estate agent opens a lockbox, that data is collected, and that's what we're looking at here. Lockbox activity in Oregon down 25%, in Washington down 22%. So not a surprise, but that is a significant drop. I would say it's a bigger drop than I anticipated. Heat was that's a good point, Diana. In Vancouver, Portland, it was 102, 103 degrees last week, so that definitely played a part as well. So it'll be interesting what happens this week. Cooler weather, people are done with the holiday, back to business, so we'll see what happens next week with our statistics. Here's our Clark County, Southwest Washington market snapshot, again sent over by Berkshire Hathaway, by Gavin over at Berkshire Hathaway. These aren't good numbers, I'm not gonna lie. New listings down 150, down to 150, down 46%. Not good right in the middle, right in the peak buying season. Pending sales, 196, so homes that have gone into contract but haven't closed escrow yet, 196, down 10%. That's also not a good number, okay? Not because it's down, but because new listings are only at 150, but we sold 196. So that's going to have a bad impact on our inventory, right? That in combination with interest rates dropping, we should see activity pick up this next week, but we need more listings to satisfy that demand. Yeah. Downtown listings are super hot, Uva. And then 137 homes that were pending have closed, so down 38%. So even though these numbers are down, you still need to analyze them to see how it's impacting our inventory. Okay. You guys ready to look at some interest rates? So all the interest rates that we use on this stream, I pull directly from Mortgage News Daily. This is my go-to website for all things interest rates. It gives you a very unbiased national average on rates, meaning that it's not, they're not selling loans, they're not sponsored by a mortgage company, there's not asterisks all over this screen where they're manipulating the rates by including crazy points, okay, like a lot of websites do. It's a very accurate, unbiased site. You can see 30-year fixed conforming, 6.82. We were at 7.03 last week. So that's a pretty significant drop. And it feels really good to be under 7%. Our jumbo loans, so any loan amount over $766,250, 7.05, that's down about 0.25% as well. And notice that margin between a conforming and a jumbo loan isn't that significant, which is good for our market. Government loans, FHA, 6.25. We're getting so close to having government rates start with 5, VA, 6.26. I've been thinking about maybe doing some Instagram posts and some YouTube shorts where I kind of dive into what rates are doing each week. But when I see movement like that, and I want to know why, these articles on Mortgage News Daily are always really good. Mortgage rates shrug off seemingly threatening inflation data to hit 5-month lows. So they're very easy to read, short articles. I definitely recommend checking out this website. There's a link in the description. Okay. I think that's all my housekeeping items. I went through that at lightning speed. You guys ready to look at some listings? So Troy Jensen sent over 2 listings. He sent these over during my stream last week and wanted them on, so I said, you got to send them to me earlier than that. So we're going to take a look at them today. What I like about the listings I'm going to show you, I didn't have time for coffees to make coffee, so I'm drinking Rockstar. The reason I like these 2 homes is because on this stream, I like to look at very unique properties, right? Something that's going to be compelling for the audience. Oh, by the way, if everyone can give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up, give me a like. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Like we talked about last week, the goal with this channel is to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. That's a huge goal because right now I think we're sitting at about 60. But if we hit that goal, then I can turn on monetization and this channel can start generating revenue. And my plan with that revenue is to help homeowners in our market. Okay? To take that money, even if it's not a lot in the beginning, maybe we can go help somebody with their property taxes. Maybe we can help pay for a home inspection for somebody that's on a fixed income and their house is falling apart. And we can help them with those repairs. And then hopefully this channel blows up to where we can really do some good and use that money to help people, to help homeowners in our market that are struggling. Help spread the word. Let's get to 1,000 subscribers. Like all the YouTubers do, maybe we'll do something really cool. If you guys have any ideas for a really cool way to celebrate 1,000 subscribers, let's throw those in the comments or let me know. Okay, so I like the very unique listings because it is good content, it's compelling, and there are some really, really cool homes almost in every market, but especially around here. So we're gonna look at one unique property, but then we're gonna look at one property that's very realistic, right? And that's really the demand right now is for people that are trying to get in their home before school starts, and they need, 3,000 square feet, and they need a somewhat affordable house. So we're gonna look at both of those. That's where we're gonna start. Let me pull it up here. So good to see everybody. Man, it means so much to me that my regulars show up and support both in my day business, but also here. I know everyone's busy on Saturday morning, so it means a lot. No, Uva, I'm not gonna shave my head. I did get a haircut though. I was looking a little hippie. But maybe we can shave Ben's head. We can get him on and we can shave his head if we get 1,000 subscribers. All right, enough goofing off. Let's look at our first home here. This is the home that I think fits a lot of people's search criteria, right? We're looking at 3902 Northeast 93rd Street in Vancouver, 98665, 705,000, 4 beds, 3 baths, 3412 square feet. I mean, I can't think of a better example of a home that a family's going to be looking to move into, that needs more room, needs 4 bedrooms, needs a good school district. So let's see what Troy has to say. And keep in mind, like every week, I'm looking at these pretty much for the first time with you guys so we can all get a first impression together. Ben just agreed to have his head shaved if we get to 1,000 viewers. I'm gonna put that on Instagram with a picture of Ben, and I bet we get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the week. I know there's a lot of people that would love to see Ben shave his head. All right, better than new. And this is really interesting too, because this house was built in 2004. We've been talking a lot about how to update your home, where's your biggest bang for your buck when updating, and you know, this fits right in that category. I have a 2006 home. It's right at that threshold where it's time to start updating. So it'll be fun to walk through and look at those pictures. Over 3,400 square feet, fantastic family home. This is really cool. They have a neighborhood swimming pool, gym, party room, and park. Convenient access to shopping, schools, I-5, 205. One thing I like about this home is when you get into that 3,500 square foot range, a lot of times you see 5 bedrooms. But the fact that it has 4 bedrooms means that they're going to be decent sized rooms. Nice deck. Spacious loft. Ready for electric vehicle, car charger in the garage. Okay, Troy, I don't know if Troy's on, but if you are, Troy, are you holding this open today or tomorrow? This is crazy. The HOAs are only $85 a month. For $85 a month, you get a community pool, gym, and park. We pay more than that, and we get nothing. We get absolutely nothing. Our HOA maintains a brick wall. Okay, you guys ready for some pictures? Now, even though I set this home up for a family home, right? I know what Uva's thinking. Uva owns a property management company. He's thinking this would be a great rental too, because there's a lot of families that are looking for this size of home that aren't buying, they're renters. So this could be a great opportunity for an investment property as well. All right, so the first thing I notice is this home looks like it has fresh paint on it. It's got a flat 3-car driveway. Looks like we have some RV space back there. Low maintenance, well-maintained yard. It looks like that's an easement. That gravel drives an easement, but there is a big, wide gate there for a boat or trailer RV storage. Yeah, there's a good shot of it. Okay, into our dining room. Like the vinyl floors, nice big bright windows with woodwork surrounding the windows. All right, like the floors, I like how they carry the hardwoods up the stairs. I think this is a Pacific lifestyle home, which is what I have as a Pacific lifestyle. This looks just like a Pacific lifestyle floor plan from 2004. What's funny about this, Mrs. Steinman, you should be watching, that's the same entertainment center we have, IKEA special. gas fireplace, ceiling fan. Okay, so this might be our loft area upstairs. Now we're back downstairs. Looks like they painted the cabinets in the island. Oh, and they put a butcher block countertop on. So these people have already started updating a little bit, and it doesn't scream update me, but it's 20 years old. So there's some light updating we can do, but it's got tile backsplash to the cabinets, which you guys know I like. Those cabinets are pretty timeless, where you could just paint them, and that would bring them right in to be up to date. Has a little desk area in the kitchen. Looks like fresh paint on the inside as well. All right, so that is a very private backyard. We have a huge retaining wall, big boulder retaining wall, looks like. Gas stove. All right, they put a little paver patio section in for the barbecue. Nice, mature, low maintenance landscaping. That's an interesting idea for a deck, kind of a floating deck. Utility room off the garage. Okay, now we're upstairs. Okay, so here's our loft area, which they're using for an office/elliptical. Primary, ceiling fan. You do have a balcony deck off of the primary. Okay, here's a very nicely updated primary bathroom, and it looks like all they really did to update was just paint, and they painted the cabinets, and it looks really good. The original counters are still there. They replaced the mirror, but original shower, they added some wainscoting. So yeah, not bad. Oh, and the floor, they replaced the floor. There's our balcony. Looks like bedroom number 2. Very big bedroom. Almost looks like another primary. Bedroom number 3. I like how they have ceiling fans in all the rooms. Bedroom number 4. Guest bath upstairs with dual vanity. Again, looks like they painted the cabinets. Same in the powder room. All right, so here's our community amenities. Really nice gym. Clubhouse. This looks like it might be a clubhouse. There's our park and our community pool. What do you guys think? Perfect listing for this time of year. Was I right when I talked about that? Okay. Dive into some numbers. So, I'm sorry, but we're doing it again. 2-1 buy downs. I've been covering that to death on this stream, but I continue to get questions. I continue to have people ask me to explain it. It is such a hot tool. You know, we always say we're here to finance homes, help people finance their home in a smart way. I'm still shocked at how many people don't understand, not home buyers, but a lot of real estate agents, a lot of lenders don't understand how to utilize a 2-1 buy down. So we're going to do that again today. We're going to go through it slowly. Please ask questions if you guys have any. But let's take a look. Okay. So I set this home up on the mortgage side to be exactly how I would finance it. If it was something for me. I'd come in with 10% down. Even if I can do more, there's a lot of good places to put your money right now with higher interest rates. I'm going to hang on to as much of it as I can. I'm just going to come in with 10% down. Purchase price $704,990. 10% down would make our loan amount $634,491. Interest rate, which I pulled right off of Mortgage News Daily, 6.82. We're going to go up here and click on the more info. Again, there's our purchase price at $704,990. Principal and interest with 10% down at 6.82 is $4,144. Good morning, Nathan. Property taxes on this home aren't bad, $407 a month. Homeowners insurance somewhere between $75 and $125, kind of depending on which insurance agent and company you choose and what coverages you elect. Mortgage insurance. Okay, so we're doing two things that are kind of creative here. We're going to do a 2-1 buy down, but we're also going to buy out our mortgage insurance. You see here, mortgage insurance $0. Mortgage insurance, or PMI or MI, does nothing for you other than allows you to put less than 20% down. If a homeowner has a mortgage with mortgage insurance and they stop making payments, go into foreclosure, default on the house, the mortgage insurance company is going to step in and reimburse the lender a percentage of the balance. So it removes that level of risk to lend to somebody with less collateral because that insurance is there in case they go into foreclosure. So I'll show you on the next screen, but we're going to buy that out with one lump sum. Okay, so we're not going to ever have to pay monthly mortgage insurance, excuse me. So if we come in here and we add these three numbers together, I get a total payment of $46.51. This is where I ask, how does that number sit with you? And it's to a lot of people, that's a big number. To me, that's a big number. Okay. So this is where we step in with a 2-1 buy down. 2-1 buy down is not a loan program. It's a loan feature that can be added to almost any loan program out there. Okay. Conforming loans, FHA, VA, USDA, Washington bond. And what a 2-1 buy down does is it comes in and buys the interest rate down. If we go back to our summary screen here, buys the interest rate down by 2% on year one, bringing our rate down to 4.82. And then after the first year is over and we go into the second year, your interest rates can be bought down by 1%, 5.82. And then years 3 through 30, you're back up to the full rate at 6.82. So it's still a 30-year fixed. And I look at this positively in two aspects. One, now I still have to qualify for the full payment, right? So it's not going to help me qualify for more. We're still going to have to prove that we have the ability to repay the loan. But it gives me some breathing room. Saves me $808 a month for the first 12 months. Right? So if I am taking a big jump up in payment, this is going to give me some breathing room to get used to that higher payment. Now in year 2, like I said, your interest rate's reduced by 1%, excuse me, to 5.82, saving you $413 in the second year. So it gives me room to get used to the higher payment and also to look for an opportunity to refinance. And hopefully in that first 2 to 3 years, we can come in and get an interest rate, that is closer to that 5.82 or 4.82 and lock it in for the life of the loan. So it gets me into a payment that is easier to swallow and gives me some time for the market to improve to where I can refinance. And we're running a promotion right now where anybody that buys now, we waive our fees on a refinance through the end of 2025. I'm sure that'll get extended into 26. The second reason I really like this strategy is it's still a 30-year fixed. For the last 2 years, ever since rates started jumping up, you hear a lot of people I trust and follow say, oh, rates are coming back down. I remember at the start of 2023, everyone said, don't panic, rates will be back in the 5s by summer. And we haven't seen that. And I think that it's good to see rates come back down, but the market's more unpredictable than it's ever been in my 20 years of doing this. And so I also think it's good to protect yourself. Where on this 2-1 buy down, we're getting kind of a reverse arm. It feels like an arm, but we are locked in at 6.82 for the life of the loan. So if interest rates go the opposite direction and we're looking at 8% interest rates by the time we get to year 3, we're still protected and locked in at the 6.82. Okay. So here's our closing costs. I'm going to go through this fairly quickly. 10% would be $70,500. Probably pulling that from a home we're selling, rolling over equity. Loan to value ratio is 90%. Closing costs $36.91. This is how we're buying out the mortgage insurance. We're going to pay a one-time upfront fee of $46.31. That buys out the mortgage insurance, which on this loan amount, the mortgage insurance would be close to $300 a month. Okay, so we're buying that out. Prepaid taxes, insurance, and interest, about $6,000. This non-APR closing cost, this is the cost of that 2-1 buy down. And the way this is calculated is we take the monthly savings of having that lower rate, we add those two numbers together and we multiply it by 12. And that's where we get the figure of $14,652, and we're going to ask the sellers to pay that for us. So they're going to come in and give us $14,652, and that's going to pay for our 2-1 buy down. So that brings our total cash to close to $84,821. Now, from a seller's perspective, if you wrote a full price offer on this and then ask them to pay the 2-1 buy down, it's like you're asking for 15 grand off the purchase price. So let's say you did that. Let's say you made an offer 15 grand under their list price. You might save $60, $70 a month by doing that. Or we can ask for that same discount of just shy of 15 grand, and we can have that significant savings for the first 2 years. So this is a great way to leverage your offer to get your payment to something that you can get comfortable with. What do you guys think? I know I've explained that dozens of times, but I think it's good to revisit, and we probably will until this buying season's done, okay? Home affordability is at a 40-year low. Our inventory's low, rates just dropped. So we got to get creative. We got to use these strategies. And 2-1 buy downs isn't new. They've been here forever. Okay. Make sure you're working with people you know and trust and like that are throwing out these type of ideas, right? Financing homes in a smart way. Okay, so that's our very nice but very not unique home. It takes me several times explaining it to understand too, Ben. And really, at the end of the day, the seller's just paying that difference for you, right? Somebody in Long Beach is starting partying early. I think the bass line to an Everclear song blasting outside. Do 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 do. You guys know that one? I gotta think of the name of it. Sounds like Everclear. All right, you guys ready for house number 2? And then we'll get out of here, 9:30. I'm good on time. Father of mine, that's what it is. Great call, Gavin. Oh man, I might have to put that on today. I haven't heard that song in a long time. Okay. Now, Uva, I think this is the house you and I were talking about. It's Troy's listing. This says listed by Megan Anderson, but Troy sent me this address. So Troy, if you're on, please explain. Anyways, very cool house, 1215 Southeast Washougal River Road in Washougal. 98671. I'm sorry guys, this music outside is hilarious. It's 9:30. It's like so they got confused and thought Rod Run was this weekend. Okay. Experience a unique blend of history and luxury in this 4,200 square foot home. It's really big, crafted on the original footings and decommissioned dam from the early 1900s. This is the home that Uwe was talking about to me. This estate features massive concrete cylinders from the dam, visible in this 26-foot tall crawl space. Historical significance with modern comfort, 4 large bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, primary on the ground floor, expansive views, 3 bedrooms open to large decks with breathtaking water views. Interior decor includes preserved dam remnants. Okay. Oh, now they're listening to the Proclaimers. You guys remember the Proclaimers? The I Wouldn't Walk 5,000 Miles song? All right. I'm going to try to do this with a straight face with Proclaimers blasting outside. I almost feel like I should take you guys out there so you can hear it. All right. Okay. Yeah, breathtaking. I don't think you can get much closer to the river than that. And what a beautiful shot of the river, right around the bend there. All right, I'm gonna take you guys out there. Let's see if you can hear it on the mic. Hi, Rose. All right, I don't know if you guys could hear the music. It was somebody partying, my neighbor's painting in his house. It's right there, and he's got the Proclaimers on. Okay. Yeah, that is something else. Beautiful windows. So this house was, it said in the description, built on the original footings. And you can see those the big concrete footings there. Single car garage. All right, very modern on the inside, updated. Talanta. All right, nice floors, fresh paint, very updated woodwork, 8-panel doors, huge window coming in the entryway, framing that beautiful tree outside. Okay. All right, I can already tell it's going to be a unique floor plan. Very cool. Okay, nice, very large kitchen, big island. Like the long hallways. We're at, I think, 1.2 million. So, you know, these are the things we expect to see in this price range, right? Nice lighting. Solid granite. Tile backsplash to the ceiling. Let me let Rose back in. Come on, Rose. Come on. Stainless steel appliances. Love the windows. Okay, so we got cabinets to the ceiling. Man, you can see the river from your dining room. Now those look like really unique skylights across the whole ceiling. And Uwe and I were talking about this property at breakfast this week, and he said it's really close to town, like 5-10 minutes from town. So it's not like you're having to drive 45 minutes up the river to get to your house. Okay, this looks like bedroom number 1. Very large bedroom. Love the windows. Okay, so this is coming up those stairs in the kitchen. Bedroom number 2 with a slider out to your private deck overlooking the river. I mean, get out of here. Love the windows. Bedroom number 3. Beautifully staged. I mean, look how big these bedrooms are. Each one has its own deck. You know, I wonder how good of a vacation rental would this be, right? Would this be a great VRBO? I'm thinking it could do really, really well as a short-term rental. Man, look at that river. Look how clear it is. Very well-maintained deck. Okay, primary. Man. So those windows we saw in that drone shot were the primary bedroom windows. Living area. A bonus room. Be a great place for a pool table, a little mini bar. Okay, I'm guessing it's the primary bathroom. Very nice dual vanities, undermount sinks. Just a music update. It's now Poison. I think this is Poison. Ain't nothing but a good time. Ben will know. Nice shower, built-in niche. Really like it. Man. How is this home still on the market? I think they just had a price reduction as well. Okay. Probably the coolest home we've had on the stream, in my opinion. This is one, as soon as the stream's over, Mrs. Steinman's going to want to talk about. You know, and it's hard to find homes with this character that are historical, but also very up to date on the inside. I didn't see anything that needed to be done in there. Okay, you guys ready to look at some numbers? Okay, so sticking with the 2-1 buy down theme, we're going to go through this one a little quicker. And we're going to bring in a large down payment. We're going to sell our home. You know, maybe we sell our home and our vacation home and we make our primary our vacation home. Maybe we're going to sell both homes and roll that equity over into our new house. We're gonna put almost $500,000 down. We're gonna bring the purchase price at 1.25. We're gonna bring that down to a loan amount of $766,250, which is the maximum conforming loan limit. The reason I want to bring the loan limit down to non-jumbo, there's nothing wrong with jumbo. We saw the margin is less of a 0.25% difference in interest rate. But I can add a 2-1 buy down to a conforming loan. Generally speaking, you can't add a 2-1 buy down to a jumbo loan, although that may exist, so asterisks, but typically you don't add a 2-1 buy down to a jumbo loan. So interest rate, just like on the last property, 6.82. Principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. Let's do a quick breakdown so you guys can see the property taxes. Principal interest, $5,005. Property taxes, $637 on a $1.25 million home just out of city limits of Washougal. That's not that bad for property taxes. Homeowners insurance, $100 a month. Okay, maybe a little bit more depending. So total payment, $57.42. If we add that 2-1 buy down, our interest rate goes from 6.82 to 5.82 on year 1, dropping us down to 47.66. Year 2, 52.42. We'll break that down here in a second. Closing costs with our down payment and our 2-1 buy down being paid for by the sellers. Okay, 2-1 buy down is going to cost the sellers $17,712, bringing our cash to close to $4,500 less than $500,000. So we're bringing in just shy of $500,000 on this deal. And we can see that first year, we're saving $976 a month using the 2-1 buy down. Year 2, we're saving $500 a month. And again, we're gonna be crossing our fingers. I'll be watching this like a hawk, like I do for all my clients, for a refinance opportunity to lock in a payment that's close to here, somewhere in this $5,200 to $4,700. If we don't refinance, we are locked in at 6.82 if interest rates continue to increase over the next 3 years, and we're locked in on a 30-year fixed at $57.42. All right, guys, how did I do? Was this a fun episode? Was this helpful? Appreciate everyone's support. Like I said in the beginning, if you weren't here, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, tell your friends and family. We have a goal here. Our goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. If we get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, then I can turn on monetization and the channel can start generating revenue. And what the plan for that revenue is to help people in our community, help homeowners in our community that are in need. Okay. We're going to take that revenue. It's going to be slow to start. You know, maybe we can help somebody with their property taxes. It's on a fixed income. One thing I've seen a lot lately is people that haven't fully prepared for a death in the family, and now their husband or wife have passed, and they're trying to figure out how they're going to afford everything. Maybe we can step in and pick up some utilities for a few months, maybe make a few payments for those people. So that's the goal of this channel moving forward, is to get to 1,000 subscribers so we can Mr. Beast it up and share that revenue, give all that revenue back to our community. Okay, guys, enjoy your weekend. Go turn on some 90s alternative rock, and we'll see you guys next Saturday. Bye, everybody.